Yeah, I am here for the food and the food only. $10,000. Okay, so getting $10,000, first stop is we're gonna go shopping. We're gonna drop about $1,000 on new vacation clothes. Then we are booking a trip to the Maldives. First class, of course, about $4,000. On top of that, 7-night stay at one of their resorts is about another $4,500. And that leaves me with a little bit of pocket cash to do something fun. I'm gonna have a private chef cook for me. I'm just gonna make it rain while he's cooking. Basically, I'm looking for like a 7-course meal. We're gonna do a little bit of surf and turf, a good appetizer, a really nice bottle of wine, definitely to tie it all together. But I am going to eat like a king.
For $10,000, I would round up all of my friends and I would take them on a trip to Shuswaps. It's a lake in BC, like in the mountains, so it's, a nice little like valley area where, there's a bunch of beaches, and we probably do a road trip. Once you start getting into the mountains and stuff, it's absolutely beautiful. So it'd probably take about 2 days to get there. Gas would probably be about $300. We would rent a houseboat and we would go out into the lake for at least a week if we can and just beach it up, which would probably be about like $7,000. Yeah, all of us would probably go out and do some grocery shopping. It'd definitely be more camp style vibes. Some hot dogs, hamburgers. Maybe we can splurge on some steaks or something. It would probably be about $500, honestly, just for all of that. You can just cruise around on the lake and drop anchor wherever and just set up for the day.
For $10,000, I would take my mother to Italy, where we could do Florence and Rome, probably flights about 2,000, boutique hotels, only luxury for her. Do some shopping, some sprees, some wine tours, probably all of that with the hotels is like $3,000. All the pasta, everything pasta. Get it all fresh, right on the ocean, be amazing. Definitely maybe a little bit of a spa break for her so that she can rest her feet for a day, or probably another 2,000 in that. Some guided tours around Rome, getting to see all of the sights. I would love to see the Colosseums. That is absolute key. But it'd be amazing. Take my mother to Rome, get to see it all, walk Italy, Florence, Venice.
If I had $10,000, I would go to Paris, France. I'd sit in first class, which is about $4,000. I love those pods that you can kick your feet out in. They're the best. And then I'd be watching movies the entire flight. Maybe I'm dreaming more about the flight than the actual trip. I'd visit all the art galleries, including Picasso's museum, Salvador Dali, the Louvre. They have so many great pieces in there. That would be my dream. I feel like those entrance fees would be around $500 total. I'm thinking a museum, a morning, an art gallery in the afternoon type vibe. I'd also want to stay a night at the Palace of Versailles. They do an exclusive tour where you can stay for a night and then do all the tours without the normal crowds there. So that would be around $2,500. I'd do a day at Disneyland Paris, of course. I would get premier passes. And of course, I'll be eating everything in sight. A pain au chocolat. Is that how you say chocolate croissant in French? Lots of pasta. Ratatouille. You can't go to Paris without eating ratatouille. And dessert. Every meal, of course. It would be $2,000, baby. I have a lot set aside for food because that is like one of the main things about Paris. It has like the most delicious foods there.
So if I won $10,000 to take my dream trip, I would take the Canada Via Rail and visit the Rockies to Toronto. So that costs between $6,000 to $8,000 depending on the season, but I would probably go with the $8,000 one and go in the fall. Often those are sleeper trains, so that would be all my accommodation in there as well. They feed you on those trains. I wouldn't have to cook for 11 days, which is so nice. Seeing all of those mountains and just spending days on end in a train. And then as the train hits into Ontario, seeing the Canadian Shield, just the vast cliffs that you drive between, like seeing that from a train would be so cool. Like coolest thing I think I could see on one of those trips is a cougar. I would definitely have to then fly home from Toronto, but I would maybe spend an extra day, maybe see the CN Tower, maybe even do a quick day trip to Niagara Falls.
If I ever won $10,000 to take the trip of a lifetime, here's what I would do. I'm gonna leave from Saskatoon, probably via WestJet because I collect points. I am a silver member. I'm gonna fly to Portugal, to Lisbon. I'm gonna check out Lisbon and I'm gonna check out Porto. Down here, the southern tip of Spain is very close to Morocco. I am gonna go to Gibraltar and I'm going to take a helicopter across to Morocco. It's a half-hour ride, it's cheap, it's like $100. I can go there and back for $200, have an amazing dinner in Morocco. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up the southern coast of Spain and I'm gonna take the high-speed train and we're gonna stop in a couple places in Spain. Really chill vibe. I love the European old architecture and the cobblestone roads. And Barcelona is right on the Mediterranean Sea. And so I can take a French Riviera cruise from Barcelona. It goes up the coast of France. So you check out all of France, so the French Riviera, and then it goes all the way around underneath the boot, and it comes up here to Florence, Italy. And then I can fly home from Florence. So I would definitely see a good portion of Portugal, have my dinner in Morocco, all of Spain, check out the French Riviera, and then most of Italy. And so I want to see the Colosseum in Italy, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, maybe in Madrid, check out the running of the bulls. That would be super cool. That's me, and that's my $10,000 trip.